Hello and welcome to the Big Arm Day. Today what we're going to do is two exercises. We're going to do bicep curls and we're going to do push-ups, and that's all we're going to do, but we have a twist. This is either, some people call this nickels and dimes, some people call this walking the plank, some people call this going up and down the ladder. So we're going to start with a rep range that you are comfortable with, so it's not going beyond your limitations. So let's say, for example, you can do 10 reps or 10 push-ups, for example. We're going to start by doing 10 push-ups. You should feel that that is comfortable for your rep range. Then what we're going to do is one bicep curl. And then after that, that is set one, we're then going to do 9 push-ups and then 2 bicep curls. After that, we're then going to do 8 push-ups and 3 bicep curls. You see where we're going? And eventually the scales are going to tip, so you'll then do more bicep curls and less push-ups. But obviously, if you're starting at a rep range of say 10, that means you're going to do 10 sets overall, 10 rounds overall. So today, no ego here, we're going to just do 5. We're going to start at the comfortable level of 5 for me. If you need to adapt it, that's perfectly fine. So we're going to do 5 push-ups, 1 bicep curl, 4 push-ups, 2 bicep curls. Okay, and we're just going to do that for the entire of the workout. But first, of course, we need to warm up. So everyone kneel and put their arms out in front. Rotate the wrists, change direction. Rotate those elbows, change direction, rotate the shoulders, change direction, and we're going to just wave the hands across our body. We're going to just help the blood pumping through the arms and the limbs here, because we're going to do a lot of upper body work, okay? A lot of upper body work, so we've got to really stretch those out. Nice dynamic stretches. Go back into the circles, changing those directions. Okay, let's all stand up. Hands on waist, and we're going to rotate the waist. Change direction. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to have our hands out in front of us. You're going to push in front, and then we're going to go all the way up to the top. Push out. See if you can almost like push your body, your arms out of its sockets. Really push, really push, really push. Relax there, come all the way down. Feet slightly together. And we're going to see if we can hit the ground. If we can't, don't worry, just go as far as you can. Okay, and come back up to the sides, all the way up, and see if you can push behind you, and then back down, all the way to the floor again. See if you can get your knuckles on the floor. Okay, let's see if we can get some blood pumping in the legs. So everyone jogging on the spot. The thing is, when we do this, we don't want to do it from cold, okay, because we're going to go straight into the maximum number. So for this, we're going to do 5. We could start with 10, but today I'm just going to do 5. So we're just going to make sure that we're nice and warm. Let's do some big opening up of the hips. Changing direction, changing hip. Okay, I'm going to do some leg raises. So put your foot forward, just to the excuse me, stomach level. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 5. Slightly higher now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change your feet just to the stomach level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Higher this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, right. So what we're going to do is we're going to dive straight into our push-ups. Sorry, I just got to make sure everything's running. Okay, so take some oxygen in, breathe through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, so I'm going to do 5. We're going to start with 5. So we're going to get into our push-up position. We're going to make sure that the hands are pointed forward. And what we're going to do is we're going to imagine that we're screwing our wrists into the ground, okay? So we're going to screw them out this way. This is going to bring, can you see my elbows are coming in? Okay, because we don't want to flare our elbows like this. Bring them in, okay. So we're going to go down, we're going to do 5. So in your own time. 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, 5. Okay, coming back up. All right, so that's the top level. That's number 5. The next thing we're going to do is grab our dumbbells. Okay, so I have some dumbbells here. Grab the dumbbells that you feel that are going to push you. Okay, so this isn't supposed to be like easy workout. So the dumbbells that are going to push. All right, bear with me a minute whilst I get these because these are quite heavy. There we go. Right. So this might seem like a really fast-paced workout, but we really want to concentrate on our form. Okay, so with our bicep curls, we've got our dumbbells in this position, so they're to the sides, so palms are facing our thighs. We're going to do alternating bicep curls. We're just going to do the 1. So 1, bring it up and down. Make sure that our elbows are tight to our sides. Last one for the next side. 1. And bring it down. Okay, put those to one side, get back into our push-up position. This time we're only going to do 4. Okay, so back in the push-up position. Remember, we need to have the thumb, think of our nipples, thumb is in line with the nipples. Okay, coming up, we stack our shoulders over, and then we make sure that we are rotating our elbows inwards, but our hands are still pointing forwards. Okay, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to get onto those dumbbells, and we are going to do, I'm just going to stop that, we're going to do 2. So grab those dumbbells. Remember what we were talking about earlier. So we want to make sure that our elbows are nice and tucked in, okay? We don't want to flare them out. Going for 2 this time. So 1 on one side, 1 on the other side, 2 on the other side, and 2 on this side. Okay, put these dumbbells away. Good stuff. And now we're going to do 3. So back into our push-up position. Getting the position as best as we can. Remember, we need to really focus on our form to get this right. Okay, remember we are rotating, twisting in. Okay, so 3, 1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and up. Well done. Okay, so now we're going to grab our dumbbells again, and this time we're going to go for 3. So this is where the push-ups and the bicep curls cross over. So grab these. Okay, let's do it. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Nice. Put it down. Okay, now we're going to do 2 push-ups. So everyone back down in your push-up position. Again, nice straight back. Squeeze in that core. Make sure, I'll have to come this way. Make sure that your arms are not flaying out like this, right? So we want to rotate our hands in, but still keep our fingers pointing forward. I don't want to hit that chair. All right, so we're going to go for, what is it, 2? So 1, and then 2. Okay, good. Whew. This means that we need to do 4 on these bicep curls. Bring this up. So 1, 1, 2, 2, halfway, 3, 3, 4, 4. There we go. Put them down. Now we have our last set. The last set. So that is 1 push-up and then 5 bicep curls. And trust me, the last set feels more difficult than the first. So everyone down in your push-up position. We've got 1 to go, okay? So I'll come this way. So make this count. Okay, so remember, rotating our elbows in. Okay? Fingers pointing forward. Coming down for 1, and when we go down for 1, we're going to hold it. I just noticed in the camera I'm doing this. So that needs to be nice and straight. 1. Hold. And up. There we go. That is the push-ups done. Now we have the fun of the 5 bicep curls. So let's pick these up. Okay. Woo. Okay, so 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, last one. Make this count. Really focus on the form. 5, 5. Down we go. Put those to one side. That is the workout. Woo! That is the workout. So, grab a little bit of water. That was brutal. Because of course, every set that you add, you have to do not only an extra one of like the bicep curl, but then you have to do a full range of the push-ups plus one. So if I was to do a 6th set, then yes, I'll need to do one extra push-up, but I would need to do 6 extra bicep curls. So this is an absolute killer, and it's a really good exercise, a workout if you want to change, like if you want to focus on, say, your core and also your upper body. So you could do sit-ups, you could do push-ups, you could do squats, or you could do push-ups, you know. Totally opposites work well for this. You get a really good full body workout. Now in this, I didn't really rest as I was doing it. And you don't have to if you don't want to, or in between the sets, give yourself, I don't know, a 30-second break. Totally up to you. But really, you shouldn't be doing this on the maximum amount that you can possibly do, because every time you do a set, you have to do the whole thing again, right? So just because if you can do 5, if you know you can do 4, right, don't push it to 5, because that means you're gonna have to do a whole extra set of 4. So yeah. Right, let's do a warm down, shall we? Okay, so hands out in front of you, rotate those wrists, changing that direction, rotate those elbows, change that direction, just loosen them up, that's it. Okay, right, bring one, I'll do this kneeling down, bring one hand across the body, you want to scoop up, you want to put your elbow on this side, on your tricep, and you want to drag this across your body. You want to be looking in that direction, and you should be feeling a nice pull on your shoulder here. Okay, change it on the other arm, so bring this out to one side, bring that up, cross, and then pull. All right, we're going to put one hand behind our heads, behind our backs, and we're going to push down on the elbow here. Really push it down. And then we're going to change arms. Okay, put your hands to the sides like this, bring them out, and then we're going to try and push our shoulder blades in. Imagine you have like a piece of paper in your back, and you want to keep that there. Don't let it drop. Bring it out, bring it back, bring it out, bring it back, Okay, let's just rotate the shoulder blades and back again. Okay, from here we're going to get down into child pose. So kneel on the mat here, put your feet, put your bum on your heels, and hands, we're going to slide across the thighs, across the mat. And as we do this, we're going to push our bum backwards and come down on our forehead. From here, widen the hands. We're going to come up into Cobra. We're going to look up. Ooh, okay, good. Oh. Well, I don't know why the mat's so far back. Thank you ever so much for joining today. That was a big arm day. Something I haven't done before on the lives was the walking ladder. We'll certainly do that more often, I think. As I mentioned, we can alternate what we're doing. So it could be push-ups, it could be squats, it could be squats, it could be sit-ups, that kind of thing. So it's really good for own body weight exercises, but today we use dumbbells. That's perfectly fine as well, but please do adapt these exercises to your needs. Obviously I don't know what your age or your mobility is, so just pick a number, see if you can get to it. If you can't, then bring it down. Don't kick yourself though if you cannot hit say 5 or 3 push-ups. There's certainly ways that you can work with that. So for example, if you can't do a full push-up on the ground, try it against the wall. Try it against the wall. Or try it with you on your knees. Okay, totally fine if you do that. There is zero ego here. All I want is for you to progress. So thank you ever so much for watching, and please do follow for more fitness guidance, especially for blokes over 40. Take care everyone, and I'll see you again on the next live fitness class. Take care, cheers, bye bye.